you're looking for improvement, but you're looking for sustainable improvement. And so if you push yourself too hard, you destroy the sustainability across time. And you want that sustainability there. So you can't push yourself any farther than you're capable of going in the long run. I found, for example, because I've written diligently for a long time, daily, and I learned quite early on that writing more than 3 hours in a day was counterproductive. Whatever I gained from a 4-hour writing session, I'd lose the next day or two. So, but I also think you have to kind of push yourself past your limits before you can retract to the optimal place. And that can't be sort of defined a priori because each person's limit is different. And I think what you do when you're young, in your 20s, if you're operating in an optimal manner, is you push yourself to your limits and then pull back and adjust for sustainability. And I help lots of people do that in my clinical practice. I work with lawyers who are at the pinnacle of their profession, and the demands on them are incredible. They're working 60 to 80 hours a week. Generally, what I did with them was get them to take more days off. They couldn't work shorter days, but they could plan 4-day weekends 2 months in advance. And they could do that every 2 months. And inevitably, if they did that, the number of billable hours they produced went up, not down. So they'd maybe double their vacation time and increase their productivity. So it was a really good deal for them. They got their cake and eat it too. They got to have their cake and eat it too.
So do we need to learn to play in a way? Play can be...
We need to remember how. We all know, right? I mean, play is so deeply embedded in human beings. It's one of our primary modes of cognition and adaptation. Mammals have a specialized play circuit that's biologically, what would you say, specialized precisely for play. And so, and it's an interesting circuit because a lot of this has been discovered by people who study animal behavior, especially among rats. But play in rats produces prefrontal lobe development. And that's the part of the brain that's responsible for highest order cognition. So rats have to play a lot to mature properly, and they play socially. And social play is social integration. There's no difference between the ability to play socially and being socially integrated. Like a good conversation at a dinner time is a form of play because there's wit involved and there's banter and there's timing and there's a dance and there's the matching of your physical responses to the physical response of the other person. It's play, but play is very easily inhibited by almost any other motivational state. And so you can also tell that if you can get yourself into a playful mood, that you're in an optimal place. Otherwise, you wouldn't be able to do it. So it's a good sign that things are going right.